we live? Are we live? I think we're live. Okay, so with the first dealer we have Tu101uk, who
Just call him two. He said to call
yes,
him two.
and as south we have C-13. As west we have the famous or infamous Acti, who is our resident Yakuman hunter. Interestingly enough, if we look at our betting charts, he actually has worse odds than the relative no names. Tu101uk. And why
Just
am I
call him two.
echoing?
He said to call
Yes.
him two.
And as south,
Because you have your stream on.
yes, I
think.
accidentally have my stream on. Anyway, and as north we have Wakanne.
Wakanne.
Yes. At any rate,
This is gonna be an interesting match.
yes, it will be. Oh right, we need to post a stream link. Did someone post a stream link? Not yet.
You should share screens as well,
Yes, I should.
so we can be in sync,
This
and I
is
can have a nice background.
this is turning out to be very well organized. Do you see that?
Yeah, see it. Thanks.
All right.
I see the Saki Nodoka background with the hearts on it. I still think there are better backgrounds than that one, but okay. Oh, it starts.
Yes, it is happening. And what do we see? Well, 2 starts out with some Shanten. He doesn't seem to have any particularly notable Yaku in his hand. But if we look at the other hands,
Neither does anybody. I think I can see some Tanya on C-13. Possibilities for that on Acti as well, but rather unlikely.
yes.
And no chance for that on Wakanne. Not good starting hands.
I think Wakanne
Like-
is actually the closest to Tenpai, isn't he? Well-
Yes, he is, but still quite a way from it. No, actually, 2 is.
Yes, 2 is
feel-
slowly making his way towards Tenpai.
There goes Zia.
And 2
She-
speeds up his hand with the Tsu,
Goes for
discarding
the
the
Tanyao.
west. Yes, an open Tanyao.
Not a bad choice, I guess. With that starting hand, I would go for it as well. Though he did have the better hand. Now, Wakanne also has a good possibility for even a Chitoi at this point. Chitoi or Toi Toi.
Yes, he is. Well, he's Liang Shangting for Chi Toi. But Toi Toi, I believe, would be quite a stretch, especially since he has the 8 pin, which is already a hell weight.
All you gotta do is believe, man.
Yes, if he can complete this, it could go into a standard hand as well.
And given his weight, he could go for a Pentania as well. Oh, we could see
Oh.
Rian Peko here.
Liang Peiko might be a stretch. He could go for E Peiko with a 2-3-4 mon though.
Yeah, also there's only one 4 that's currently.
And
In the
2
wall.
reaches Tenpai, waiting on Si So, and if Oh, he expands his weight into 4-7 so.
Though there won't be any sevens coming down if you look at Acti's hand.
Ah, yes.
And there's no chance for a 4 either. Doesn't seem to be. Yeah, there's still one in the wall, but I don't think that hand is gonna go anywhere.
No, it's not.
First hand feels like a draw.
Looks like it. And nobody else reaches Tenpai, netting 3,000 points on his first round. Now we enter the second round, and
It's actually a bonus round.
yes,
He
bonus
was
round.
still up.
Thanks for catching me there. Wakanne seems to have a fast hand with the double east that he could call.
Yeah, but not much apart from that. Just waits and waits. No sets.
Yes.
He could go Chanta.
Ooh, and Tua adds a 3-sided weight to his hand. Or he can if... Yes, he does.
Oh, nice Shantan. This looks like Tu's hand.
And Wakanne draws Ladora and incorporates it into his hand. Out comes East from 2, and does he call? Yes, he does. That's the first time I've heard the voices. It's good to hear that they are working. And he inexplicably breaks up the 1-3 so instead of 8-9, abandoning a potential Sanshoku. And oh, it backfires. Oh, what a shame.
Well, it happens sometimes.
Yes, but I believe it was a lack of foresight on his part. Either way, the E-San so would be a lot better than the Bajo so.
Also, he could be playing off feeling. Maybe he saw that, I'm not gonna get it, so I could as well try. Oh, that's what backfired here. Truly, like he discarded.
Yes,
Oh,
if only he hadn't discarded the Liang so.
oh wow. Why did he throw that away? I think he's panicking.
The Baso I don't think is really necessary to his hand, since he already has the 5-6 weight.
It feels like he's panicking. I don't know if he is.
And another backfire. Shameful. Let's see. C-13 draws another Dora. And he does something with his hand to incorporate it. I think that hurts his weight a bit, though.
Oh, we almost saw that. No.
Out
Not the
comes,
Hanchan, actually.
out comes a Khan from Wakanne, who's still an Ishan 10.
For like 10 discards now.
Yes. And that actually adds 2 Dora to C-13's hand, and he appears to be going for the open Duan Yao.
I would be going for the open Tanoshii myself. With that hand. Very nice.
Of course, the problem is the Liang San so here, because if he draws the I so instead of the Si so, he could put himself into free 10.
Yeah, but...
Or a no Yaku Tenpai. And actually, I hadn't noticed this before, but he actually has 4 Dora total.
Yeah, he does.
It's a very nice hand, all thanks to the quite
Instant mangan.
yes,
Oh, and now this could be more.
it's a
Yes,
rather
it is more.
frivolous con from Wakanne.
And he's 10 by now
Yes,
for the 4.
yes, but
And
the Suso is already dead because there's one here, and two here.
he changes his weight though. This is pretty good. He could even have 6 Dora in the end.
Oh,
Oh, there it goes.
and it happens. A Hanemon, our very first hit.
That escalated pretty quickly, I guess. I see possibilities for Kokushi on south. He doesn't go for it though. I
Acti doesn't
guess.
go for the Kokushi.
He's supposedly the Yakuman hunter. I don't know why he didn't go for it.
Well, maybe he's trying to shake off his reputation here. He draws another Hatsu.
Oh, maybe he was adding his power level, like he always played like this, but now that it's tournament time, let's play seriously, let's kick some ass. People won't expect it. I wouldn't expect it.
Perhaps it is. A psychological game, I see. And we see 2 has a potential E-Peiko.
It's there, but it hasn't been building up at all.
Yes. Now he's in E-Shanten. Shanten? Sorry. Meanwhile, let's see how everyone else is doing. Oh,
Tenpai.
Tenpai with a potential E-Shanten.
Yumini Peiko.
Well, Kane is also pretty close to Tenpai, so we'll have to see whether he decides to attack or defend.
I would go for it.
Yes, he has a rather promising 3-sided weight there.
Oh, this could hurt. Yes, it does. Run. Nice victory, little victory for 2.
Yes.
Bringing him to 2nd place. And we could actually see a very, very early end to this match if
Yes.
Wakanne gets hit for something as cheap as a mangan.
Yes, that Hanemon deal-in put him at a very major disadvantage. Let's see, C-13 starts out with another Dora pair.
He's been getting a lot of Dora this game. Acti's hand is building up quite well, quite interestingly as well. But nobody's really close to Tenpai yet. Oh, 2 is doing something. We'll have to wait and see. Sometimes I'd like to know what goes through the players' minds while they're playing. Like, what do you think when you just, like, discard the tile and then just get it again the next go around? You're like, oh man, I shouldn't have discarded that. The 5 pin would probably That would cut. Well, he cuts the 9.
It's a rather questionable play, especially seeing as the U pin doesn't add any weights to his hand
Yeah, no.
with the Liang San pin already there.
There's also a possibility for Sanshoku by C-13. And now who's getting close to Tenpai? Acti is doing something again. Everybody's really far from Tenpai. Except for maybe... Yes... For Wakanne.
Yes, Wakanne has an E Shanten.
But it's not going much places.
Acti also has E Shanten as well, in fact, but his weights are both closed. He drops the Jouman instead of dropping the Sanso, which would have widened his weight. And now Tu actually has a potential Sanshoku as well in the 789.
Indeed. But again, not much is happening this turn either.
See,
I've been seeing a lot of...
Wakanne broke up 7-8 for 7-7, which is...
giving Tu the chance for Sanshoku.
Yes, but he's still Ishan 10, waiting on a pair.
Waiting on a pair, or maybe he'll call a Chi and go on a hell weight or something. Oh, there's your Ichi, there's your Tenpai. I believe in it, but it could happen. Oh, but it's not going to.
Oh, but the E pin is already dead, and there are 2 of the S pin in C-13's hand. And it doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen yet. Well, you never know.
Yes, there are actually still 2 of his winning tiles. And here it comes. Will he deal in, or will he choose to defend? Actually, he...
And he does. Call it, right? He should call it, yeah. That's
With a 2,000 point win, he is no longer in danger of busting from a direct mount. What the fuck?
What happened?
He...
Oh, Dai sang it. Oh my god.
Wow.
And that guy calls QSQ high. Oh man, what am I watching? What is this?
The flow is not game, on his side. That was...
I feel like I'm okay. It's a little late here. I don't know what I'm watching right now, but that was quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Maybe it's a rigged game. Just maybe.
That was just brutal.
Yeah, that was brutal. Just seeing your starting hand like that, you're like, oh man, I'm so going to win this shit. And then suddenly, bam, guy calls Q high on your ass. That hurts, let me tell you. Also, C-13 even had a chance for a Ryuiso here. If he got really lucky.
I'm not seeing it. On the other hand, Tu has the East pair in his hand. Could call it to... Well, he's still Ishan 10 even after he calls it.
Oh yeah, but it will be a fast win. And Wakanne has his missing tile, so it could happen any minute. What else? There's a haku down now, 2 hakus. Not much is going on. Acti is slowly building towards Tenpai as well. Oh, he's missing a few tiles though.
Oh,
Oh,
and there's another east, which
yeah. Which means nobody's hand is going to go anywhere.
yes, they've effectively killed off each other's hands. O2 can
But
actually continue to proceed towards Tenpai if he breaks off this pair.
which he could do, I guess. Or he could abandon that idea and go for Chanta. Throw out the 5 and 6 pin, get a 1 pin. Maybe finish the 7, 8, 9 on the shoes.
Oh.
And that's what he's going for, I feel. Because the 1 is Dora. He would get extra stuff. Oh, actually, the 9 is the Dora indicator.
Yes, he
So
breaks
he will have to
apart
keep
the
it
better Liao weight in order to head for Chanta, maybe hoping to call one of these pairs. And he hits Tenpai.
Not in the game. He hits Tenpai, but not in the game right now. Yes. Because Wakanne has both the East Winds and the 9 pins. One is down in the discard pile and the other is in the door indicators. He didn't think it through well enough.
And he deals into Acti's first win.
Oh, Acti's strong, man. Acti gonna win. Acti through to the next round.
Acti starts off with a potential Honitsu with the concealed Hatsu already in his hand. He seems to be going for it.
Yeah, I would be going for it myself. It's a very good starting hand. And there's your 9. All he needs is like a 5 right now or an 8 pin, and he's on his way. Maybe a tune as well. You know, why not?
The Haku stays in his hand for now, but if it does overflow, it could go into Wakanne's hand.
If I were Wakanne, I'd be going for Chitoi. So he's a Shantan for Chitoi. So I guess he wouldn't call it. At least that's what I feel. We also have potentially Peiko on 2.
Yes.
And another potentially Peiko on C-13. Pretty interesting hands this time around.
C-13 continues to hold on to his lead as Tu and Acti are within 1,000 points of each other, because I can't count.
For Wakanne though, he's like... He got hit really hard early up.
Yes, the Haneman Deolin just killed him there.
Yeah.
And I believe Wakanne is actually going for Sanshoku on the 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Sanshoku, probably even Sanshoku and Peiko, but it would have to be concealed, I guess. What will he toss out though? That's the real question. Will he toss out the Hakus?
2 is actually Tenpai for Chitoitsu, is what I was about to say. Then he called Lepong and he's
probably gone for Toi Toi.
E Shanten for Toi Toi. No, not even E Shanten.
And now he's in Shan.
That's a definite Toi Toi. Meanwhile, Acti's hand has failed to advance. Completely failed to advance.
Well, unlucky, I guess.
Two of the U pin that he needs and 3 of the Ba pin he needs are in the other player's hands. Out comes the Haku. Wakanne doesn't call. I guess he's...
Yeah, because he's going for the...
He must be dead set on Sanshoku.
He is, but that's not gonna help you. Well, I guess if he gets really lucky, but...
This late
the chances
in the game,
are against him.
He's still in Ishan 10.
Just look at C-13. We could even see a Suanko at this point. But not drawing the tiles he needs.
Out comes the second Haku. Wakanne is waiting a very long time, trying to make up his mind, and he doesn't call.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. Oh my, why would you discard the 4 pin instead of the tune? Oh man. That was a bad call there by Acti. Calls it. And
Another
he's in
Tsu
Tenpai
from
now.
Wakanne, and he's in Tenpai waiting on Sanbin only. But
It's kind of out of the game. Yes, there's one in the wall, but
I believe there's only
unlikely.
one in the wall, while the other Sanbin that's still in the game is in Acti's
Oh,
hand.
late Richie by Acti.
And
Good.
Wakanne gives up his hand, while Tu has the chance to go for Tenpai.
It could be Patsu. There's still 2 over there. There's still a tune in the wall. Oh, it was not in Patsu, but he could still win. He could still make it.
And Tu actually wins with Toy Toy only.
Yeah, I guess lucky, but
Slowly getting closer to first place. Now C-13 is in range, and he starts off with a very interesting hand.
very interesting indeed. I don't hand like that to begin with.
I believe that's Ishan Ting already.
Yes, it is. No, is it? Almost Ishanten.
Well, he could get into Tenpai if he draws a 6 pin.
Yes. But only then.
Yes, the 6 pin or 6 so could actually land him into Tenpai. Same with the Sanbin. Just randomly switching between Chinese and English for the numbers. Very indecisive.
It's okay. Nobody's judging you.
I think a lot of people are actually. But at any rate, if he draws the Sun or the Liu Bing, he could get E Peiko.
Yes. Oh, there's the sun up there. And looks like Tenpai now. But he's getting there as well, Wakanne. He goes for Tanya as well. He needs to get more points, I guess. And fast. Let's look at the hands. Has, yeah, going for Tanya definitely at this point. On the other hand, Tu is slowly building his hand. C-13, not going places yet. Not sure what he's gonna decide on. And Acti is slowly coming together. He doesn't keep the 8 though. He has his mindset then somewhere else. He's Shantan. I would throw the sound, but that's me.
Wakanne adds a 3-way weight on his hand for the San Liu Jiu So.
Unlucky Acti. He's been in Shantan for I don't know how many discards myself.
Richie.
Oh, and there's a Richie. One Dora, one Akadora, and does it look like...
The reach comes out. I believe that's a weight on the Si Ping.
yeah, it's 5 or 4. Depends.
Actually, he could win on E pin as well. I believe.
Oh no, I'm not sure. I will not answer that.
And Acti calls a Chi, getting himself into Tenpai, but with no Yaku at all, I believe.
Maybe he'll get a gun or something. Rinchan Kai. Oh, he goes for Tanya, but DLC. in the process. And we have the Dora, the Aka Dora. Yeah, that's basically what it was.
This puts him pretty deep in the hole, while 2 starts off with 2 Yakuhai pairs and 1 Dora.
Very nice. And Wakanne could easily throw him the south wind. Now he also has a tune. Unlucky. Oh, and there's your concealed Hatsu. She could even get Chanta here, 2 that is. If he tosses out the 6 and gets a 7, 8, 9 or something. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. If he had called on the south.
The south came out, but 2 decides to keep his hand closed.
Ah, he will do that, I guess, sometimes. Maybe he wants to keep it as a pair, because he doesn't have any other pairs. Oh,
or
man.
since he's in first right now, he's trying to stay on the defensive. After all, there's not much incentive for him to win, since that just prolongs the game.
Except if he hits Wakanne though, like if he hits Sumos it or something, and it's a pretty strong hand, it could benefit him very much. A concealed can for Wakanne, looking to get extra Dora. C-13 is Shantan, by the way.
Now Wakanne is Tenpai waiting on Suchi Bing with Tanyao only. Tanyao Dora 2, in fact.
Yeah, Tanyao Dora 2 isn't bad.
Acti makes a reach, waiting on Liu Bin only.
Probably not happening though.
One of which is in Wakanne's hand, and 2 more are in C-13's, leaving 1 in the wall.
And that's your own. Only Yakuhai, but it still counts.
A win from 2 widens the gap between him and second. And he continues his dealer streak.
Let's look at those starting hands. Nobody's got anything good. Maybe Acti has got something for himself. All the others just start with garbage for honors. Oh, suddenly 2 is going well again. 2's been playing really well this game. And he's gone quite lucky as well. What can you say? Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. It's magic.
Wakanne is now an Ishanten, but he still needs a pair for his hand.
Ah, that's easy.
If he draws the Sun or Uso, he could get Pingfu as well.
I would keep the 1, so I could...
yeah, he had a potential Itsu there.
Not only that, just in case I can reach Tenpai, I could have a double weight on the pair. Like if he throw the 9 or something, the 9 pin, next go around. He could be waiting on either a 1-man or a 4-man. But that's just me. Okay, what else? Acti is going for Tanyao, as we can see. And what is it? Sanshoku? Probably? Could be. That's what I'm seeing from Wakanne right now. He threw out the 5 pin for a 2. He has 2, 3, 4 on the man. Tunnels. Oh, nice hand by Two is hanchan right now. Waiting on either the mantles or a 2 or 5 saw. And there's your tenpai.
Wakanne hits tenpai, but it's a tanky wait. Doesn't reach.
Yeah, you shouldn't reach on that. You should wait until you get an extra tile that fits to one of your sequences. So you can at least have a two-sided weight. Now, this is what I was talking about.
Oh.
If he had kept
And
that one...
he draws the 1 again, but he can't reach on that, or else he'd be in free 10.
Yes, but if he had kept it, right now that would have been a Patsutsumo.
Yes.
That's what I was talking about. Oh, unlucky. But now he
could have reached on the Liujiu pin.
Yeah, the 9 was...
That was unfortunate. Now C13 has tenpai with a concealed Sanshoku.
Yes, pretty nice one as well. But there's not many 2 pins in the game. There's one in the wall, basically.
Wakanne's failure to reach on the gel pin backfires again.
Yo, man. Well...
This game is just not going in his favor. The flow is against him.
I hope he feels bad right now. I would feel bad.
Maybe it's not the flow. Maybe he's just playing bad at this game.
Yeah, it's because he's behind. He's like, maybe I shouldn't risk this, or maybe I shouldn't risk that.
He could have expanded
his
weight again with the
4. If he just like threw out the 5, there wouldn't have been any Fury 10. He would have only Patsu from 2. So many chances, man. So many chances, and he didn't get any. Unlucky. Really unlucky. And I think he's lucky in balls right now. Where are his balls? I can't see them.
2 is in tenpai now, waiting
Tenpai,
on
yes.
1. Yes.
But he's not calling it.
Another backfire for Wakanne.
Oh man, this just doesn't. Man, if I were Wakanne, I'd just be hitting my face against the ground. Right now, this feels so shitty. So sad. So sad. Let's look at IRC shitting themselves over that shit. Oh man.
Let's see, 2 starts out with the Hatsu pair. If he calls a Pong on that, he can hit tenpai. And Wakanne actually has the Hatsu that he needs. Could flow out from his hand right now, and it does.
It does, and he's on a hanchan wait for the 2-man. Having only 1 Redora and the Yakuhai, that's 2 Han. It's good if you're the leader, I guess. And Wakanne could easily toss it at any moment. If he draws like a 4-man, then he keeps it as a Anko. It could happen, it could.
He has an opportunity to change his weight to, I believe, 4-1 right here. And
yes.
He does.
Yeah, I would do that as well. 7 or 4, much better than simply the 2. And, well, I guess he felt that moral playing in this game. Like, if now Wakanne could deal in again, if he draws the 3-man and decides, oh, that sucks though. That feels sad.
Out comes the Liang 1, which backfired on 2. He could go for Chi Toy right now, actually.
Indeed. But I'm saying Sananko maybe?
Yes, that's also a possibility.
Yeah, whenever you have lots of pairs, I guess you have lots of possibilities. But man, I think Wakanne is the unluckiest person I've seen play Mahjong to this day. And I sometimes see Tetons play Let me tell you, that's an unlucky player as well. Like, he gets his dice hanchan spoiled. He failed what, Ipatsu 4 times last round? 4 times because he didn't reach it.
Well, I think that's less luck than just a poor judgment call on his part.
Well, what can you do? You know, you're behind and people could be in 10 pi. Everybody except C-13 was in 10 pi or something. So he was afraid he will deal in when you only have
True
like
enough,
9,000 points.
the Uso
You
must
still
have
have,
been a dangerous hand, a dangerous tile for him.
especially if you only have like 9,000 points, you don't want to deal in anymore. That's for sure. If it happens, you can pretty much like guarantee your loss.
And
Or
C-13 just
you
dealt
have,
into 2 again, widening the gap even more.
yes. However, second place is still welcome, I guess, if you can keep it
Yes.
twice in a row without anything dramatic happening.
Acti could actually overtake on a Mangan Sumo or Ron.
Hmm.
Or Wakanne could bust himself out of third with the same.
I feel like this hand belongs to two, even though Acti has a very good hand. Feels like two is going to win this hand. I'm just reading the flow now on digital mahjong. Don't mind me. With all those red Dora, his hand is going to hurt. He has like 2 red Dora, 1 normal Dora, I guess. He could even go for Tan Yao. Oh, I
And
see
he hits
10 pi.
Tenpai,
I see 10 pi. I see no Richie though.
waiting on the reach
Yeah,
in waiting on the
because
Dora
it's
indicator Liang Wan.
and it's already been tossed once. It's like a hell weight. Oh, but
Acti
there's
makes
another
his
10
closed
pi.
tune.
No, it's not 10 pi actually. It's Shantan.
He could get a San Anko, in fact. Or he can drop the 4-1 here and get Tenpai waiting on Liu Wu-1. He doesn't.
Does it
Oh, he's waiting on
the 5?
Wu-1 only.
I don't know why he would do that, but
Perhaps he's hoping to get the red Dora. That doesn't really make
oh
sense because he just dropped a normal Dora to do that. Well,
yeah, it's whatever. People do. Oh, maybe he was going for glory. No,
nobody knows what Acti is
props,
doing.
props to him though. Going for glory.
I don't know. I mean,
Whoa, we could see a Swango here by Wakanne if he like. There's quite some time to draw it. If he goes for it, the one saw the messenger of victory, goddess of mahjong. You know it. Hmm. Let's see. Still hasn't changed his weight. Too. I guess he hasn't gotten a chance to do so. Oh, oh. Would he go for this? Acti is
he
thinking
calls
about
the
calling.
Pong and
Yes, he
waits
calls
on
the.
the Liu 4-1 instead.
Yeah, 4 or 6 man.
He could.
Oh, and we have. No. I feel like Wakanne is going for Suanko or Sananko. Or even Toy Toy in the worst case scenario. But there's not enough time anymore. Just hitting Tempai at this point is gonna be enough. Oh, there you go. Now he's waiting on the 4, not only the 2. But at the same time, he has Tanya, so he can call right away.
Out comes the 2, and if he had stayed with his original weight, he could have called Ron right there.
If he had declared Richie, though, or else it would have been completely Yakuless.
Oh, right.
And there's
And
another 2, oh man.
the abandoning of the U1 weight backfires on Acti.
But.
Wakanne chooses to keep the...
They are. Yes. Keep safety overall, since he's not winning there. Oh, look at that starting hand, my friend. But he doesn't go for anything too risky. What else do we have? I think the one closest to 10 right now is C-13. Or rather, oh, what is the Yakuman Hunter doing? He's hoarding all the Yaku highs. That's my man. Just keep that Hatsu and that Tsun until the fucking end of time.
He did drop the south wind, though, after it was clear it had died.
Yeah.
And out comes the Hatsu.
Hatsu as well, yeah. It kinda died.
Two breaks apart his
wait
west pair.
Oh, and we see C-13 probably going for Tanyao. As in a very good position right now. He's Ishanten.
See, Acti actually could either call that pin for Tanyao. He doesn't. He also has 3 pairs, so he could slowly make his way towards Chitoitsu.
If I were him, I'd go for something like Mentan Pin, just to get points fast. People are building towards Tanya right now, with the exception of C-13. That's what I feel, and yeah, Wakanne as well. Wakanne, I don't know what he's. Oh, Richie on the C. With Pinfo and no Dora, only Pinfo and Richie. Possibility for up to 2 Radora.
And Acti changes his mind, decides to go for the open Tanyao.
Easy shit. Oh, there's your own. Yes.
2 doesn't defend in the face of the reach and deals in.
And now the gap is closing. Also with all the bonuses from all those drone rounds. It ended up being quite a punch, even though it didn't look like it.
But now C-13 is dealer, and 2 is actually very vulnerable right now.
You never know if he plays good defense. It could happen. But from what I'm seeing right now, the one closest to 10 pi seems to be Wakanne.
Yes, he has a potential 2, 3, 4 Peiko on the 1.
He's getting there. Acti changing the flow probably will help Wakanne. Come on, Wakanne has to win a hand or 2 already. He's gotten unlucky long enough. Yeah, there we go, Shanten. Possibilities for Ipeiko. No Ipeiko, but
he draws the...
still 10 pi. I would reach and wait on the 3, but he doesn't do it. Because he has, he doesn't. I don't know what he has. I don't think he has any Yaku.
He has Peiko only.
If somebody... Yeah. Oh,
after waiting 1 turn, he
felt a Ipatsu next turn, that's why he waited a little bit before calling.
Obviously.
That's what I do sometimes. Oh, also have 10 pie on the Acti there. And he deals in, wrong.
Acti deals. Wakanne deals into Acti.
We have only Yakuhai, but Acti's holding up pretty well. Like right now, his dealer, if he goes really hard at it, he could easily win. But looking at Tu's starting hand, which looks very, very nice, I doubt anybody else could do anything about it. Especially not those people with tons of honors.
Wakanne
Uh,
has.
oh man, Wakanne should have gone for Kokushi there. I would have gone for Kokushi there.
That's definitely not the kind of hand you'd want to see when you're so far behind.
Yeah, but if you're so far behind, that's when you know you gotta go for it. You're like, oh, how many tiles am I away from Kokushi? What, 5, 6? People have done it with being 8 or 9 tiles from away from it. Like, I should be able to go for this.
Now,
And then
Acti's
just like
dealer, C-13, having lost his
believe.
dealership, will have a much harder time catching up to 2. But he does have a closed triplet of the Dora right there. He draws another triplet on the Liangso. Wakanne completes a Hatsu pair and drops Lechun. Perhaps he could call it to form an open hand, but at this stage of the game, with him so far behind, he needs to go big.
I'm lagging a little bit, man. Give me
He's
some
in
time.
Tenpai actually, waiting on Haka and Huts. Wakanne deals in. I mean, 2 deals in to Wakanne. And now he enters the last round. Can he pull off a miracle rush with his dealership? 2 starts with 2 of the East, which he breaks apart immediately. Perhaps hoping to deny Wakanne the chance to call on it. Meanwhile, Acti starts out with quite a lot of character tiles, so he might have a hard time reaching Tenpai as well. C-13 needs either a Haneman Sumo or something to overtake 2. So
Maybe a direct hit with the manga would be enough.
at this point, the positions seem to be pretty much set for this hanchan at least. Acti goes for, I believe, Honitsu with the Haku call. But he still has those 3 unpaired character tiles. See, Acti completed a south pair. Could call that for another Yakuhai, making his hand a Mangan, but the south is dead.
Unfortunately, for him.
Out comes C-13 with a reach. Waiting on Sanso only. And 2 draws it, but keeps it in his hand.
Of course he would. And Acti has one too, so...
It's not
This
looking
is,
good for C-13 right now.
yeah, but it could still happen, I guess. There's 2 in the wall. Better than hell weight. And if somebody that already has it draws it, he's probably going to toss it, so... You could even see Wakanne dealing it, but for all we know.
His hand doesn't seem to be all that strong, though, so he'd need to ride a lot of Ura if he wants to get first.
Well, he doesn't necessarily need to get first. All he needs to do is just win the hand, get as many points at second place, and then win the next hanchan. And bam, you're through. Oh, that could have been an Itsu. I don't know why Tu didn't go for it.
Well, Tu just needs
Maybe,
to defend and hold his lead for now.
okay.
There's no sense
But
in fighting against C-13 when a deal-in could easily cost him first place. And here
and
comes the Sansa.
oh,
And
she guessed it correctly. Very well done. There's your call from Acti. Acti is trying
Acti's trying
and
to...
trying.
Either he's trying to shut down the game to keep himself from falling into fourth, or... I'm not sure what else he could be planning at this point, really.
No, why did he toss the 4-pin there? Did he misclick or something? Did he lag?
He might be going for Chanta, in fact.
Chanta? Why would you force Chanta like that? Listen, man, I've had...
The
I've
inner
had
machinations of Acti's mind are too advanced for us to comprehend.
Okay, I guess. But I remember, like, Müller just chewing me out for trying to force Chant out of my hand.
Well,
Was
yeah,
like,
it's a pretty bad idea.
yeah. He was like, why would you do that? I'm like, I felt it. When in the end, I actually won with Chanta. He's like, yeah, but this isn't occult, man. This is fucking statistics, okay? You got lucky this time. I'm like, okay, whatever.
See, C-13 has the closed south triplet.
Oh, I see an Shandon here. I do.
Seems all of the players are getting very close to Tempai except for Acti. C-13 calls it Chi, going for an open hand to end the game. And he's in Tempai waiting on the Uba pin. Two of which are in Tu's hand. And out comes another. And C-13 gets a direct hit, but I don't think it's enough for him to overtake. Nope. Simply
Indeed, it's
allows him
not.
to hold on to third place with plus 14, while Wakanne has minus 41, which is... so things are not looking good for him.
Well, Cookie came back from a minus 44 last game, so you never know what happens.
Suppose Mahjong is a game of unexpected twists.
Most of the time. Most of the time.
Well then,
So, whenever the lads are ready, we're gonna do the second match, I guess.
this 5-minute break, which should be ending right about now, actually.
Precisely.
So... I don't know, I just don't have anything funny to say here.
Oh, come on, there must be something waiting. Like, we feel sorry for you, Wakanne, and your Daisangen that were lost and all those Ipatsus. No bullying.
I guess let's have a moment of silence.
In honor of the lost tiles. Wahaha. Wahaha.
And now I'll be taking the stream offline for a few minutes while I reset the voices.
Thank you.
And after a 5-minute break that was slightly longer than 5 minutes, the second hanchan of this game is about to begin.
Alright, lads, let's start a countdown. Let's count down from 120. By then, the match should start. Has it started yet?
Yeah, now it has.
Right on time.
Yes, C-13 is our first dealer, and he has a rather bad-looking hand.
How bad?
It's got five unpaired character tiles. He drops the Hatsu and the Haku.
Wow, it looks like Shishan Buddha. Looked like it, though.
Acti starts out fast with the east pawn. And how are the other players doing? Wakanne is actually in Ishan 10 right now.
Wakanne strong. Wakanne win.
Acti keeps the 2 guest wind tiles in his hand for no discernible reason. And 2 is doing something with his hand, I guess. He has a potential 5-6-7 Sanshoku.
Yeah, it's there. Just far from there.
Acti, I suppose, is going for Yakuhai and 3 Dora.
3 Dora is pretty good. Along with Tanya. No, there's no Tanya because he called the Yakuhai, but if he went for Tanya instead, maybe he could have had more than that.
C-13 approaches Tenpai, Ishan 10 right now.
Yeah, well, it's looking good. It's looking good for everybody except maybe Wakanne. But it happens. Acti strong. Oh, he has to discard the Dora now. Super victories. But he's standby.
Acti drops the Dora. And the Suso discard from C-13 backfires.
Oh, there's a Tsumo. There's your Tsumo. Acti currently leading with 30,000 points. Pretty nice. Maybe we should stop doubting his genius.
Two currently has 4 pairs in his hand. He could go for a Chido. It's right here. Wakanne as dealer doesn't have a particularly interesting hand. Unfortunately enough, he needs a big lead in order to have a chance.
Acti has a pretty nice hand. It's like hanchan.
Indeed, and he can call the south to get Yakuhai.
Yes.
Of course, there's only 1 south remaining in the wall right now, so that might be a bit of a stretch. Wakanne drops the 4 pin for the 1 pin, which I don't really understand.
It happens.
I suppose he could be trying to go for Sanshoku for 1, 2, 3. But that's a bit of a stretch. Yes, Acti makes his reach.
It could happen. It could. We could see Acti hanchan just like that out of nowhere. Oh, yeah. He wouldn't toss it.
C2 is getting not really anything. Suppose he's trying to defend at this point.
Yeah, but I guess you should at least try to win one hand or two before defending. Oh, there's a run on Wakanne. Poor guy gets it again. Only two-hand though, luckily. And that's Acti's second win in a row. That's his second win in a row.
But unfortunately for Wakanne, his dealership is gone now. Well, his first dealership at any rate.
So that's a nice starting hand for C.
Means he's going to have to work much harder to get first.
C could go for Honitsu at this point. Very easily.
Yes, he could. Honitsu, maybe even Toy Toy as well.
Oh no, that's a little bit of a stretch. But if the 8 got tossed there, oh, he picked it up himself. He's now a Shanten. And he could get the Yakuhai Honitsu and no Dora though. But he could get Kandora. Or if he draws his 10-pie tile, he could get Uradora as well.
He's currently got what could potentially become a San Anko. Or he could call the Huts to go open, and out it comes. Will he call? Yes, he does.
Yes, of course he does. Why wouldn't he run right away? Bam.
Waiting on Sanrio 1, and Wakanne is starting to fall behind already.
Poor guy. It's like nothing is going his way today. Unfortunately. All you gotta do is believe Wakanne. Just believe and get Yakumans. Lots of them. Oh.
He had his chance with the Daisangen and it failed, okay?
Look at Acti, man.
It's over.
Acti is like...
Acti is...
I don't know what he's doing.
He might be going for Kokushimuso.
He's going for Kokushimuso, but it's much worse than my average Kokushimuso weight.
Well, that may
Then
be,
again,
but Acti has never let something like probability stand in his way.
Yeah, we've seen that today. He could even draw the last one man. There's only one man left. He could easily draw it, I believe it. Or he could get it tossed to him right at the end.
The bird is also gone. There's only one left in the wall.
Man, this is gonna be quite interesting if it does happen. What is the mathematic probability for that? Probably really, really low.
Effectively zero.
Well, he's getting there. He's slowly getting there.
He's making progress.
Lots of progress.
Yes. Meanwhile, what is everyone else doing? Let's see. Tu has he has Peiko, Shanten as dealer.
C has a very nice hand as well.
And here comes the reach, waiting on the Uba 1. Chin triplet for Acti, he discards it. And there's Tu's winning tile. Is he going to discard Ladora? He keeps it.
Does.
An excellent evasion.
Just believe in the Acti, man. Nothing else. Believe in the Acti.
C-13 is Shanten as well, but in order to reach Tenpai, he may very well have to drop the U1.
There was your last one, so now Acti can't win anymore.
He could if Wakanne decide to deal him in.
Like right at the end, though, when he has to draw the 1-1 as well. That's tough, very tough.
That
But
sort of
okay, I
thinking is
guess.
what that sort of thinking is exactly why you'll forever be second rate.
Why would you deal into Kokushi right at the end? I guess
See,
it's my only question. Oh, there's your
C13
dealer
decides
Mangan.
to go on the offense and he deals
Gets
into
punished.
to his dealer Mangan, which gives him a very good lead right here.
Oh, we could see Daisangen this time around. You never know what Acti will do, man. That's why he's such a pleasant player to watch. I've also noticed that when you bitch about bad luck, you usually win. It works. Trust me, like I do it all the time. So, oh my god, I'm looking at Daisangen right now.
He could very well get Daisangen, or at least Shosangen.
No, easily Daisangen. That's his hand, man. That's the comeback. The comeback we were all waiting for.
Tu, in the meantime, is in Ishanten.
I haven't been giving the other players enough credit. I've been too busy looking at Acti play. Oh my
Oh,
god,
and Acti disconnected.
that sucks, man. That's really sad. Oh man, can you imagine him just like throwing the Haku right now and then tossing it and then throwing the Chun and tossing it?
Oh, but he's back.
Oh, he's back. Okay, that's good. That's healthy. That was like I panicked there. I panicked. Yep, he could go for the Sangen. He throws out the East now, or the 3, yes, the 3 could go as well.
C13 could go for Chitoitsu right here. And Tu's hand hasn't advanced at all.
Yeah, it's been there. Just
Well, you can see the threes and the fours in his discard pile. Backfired pretty badly for him there.
but he's going for Tanya now.
C13 can.
Oh, there's your Haku. He can't go for the Sangen anymore.
C13 completes the Sampin triplet, and now he's in Ishanten for standard hand. He can reach now for, I believe, reach only, but he doesn't. Instead, that's nothing, right?
Yes, just 2 hand. Five pin, and 1 5 pin is in 2's hands, and will probably get called on. So yeah, I wouldn't reach that either. If I draw it and I'm lucky enough to draw it, then that's fine.
See, Tu
But
just made a call to get Tenpai on the Liang Si ping.
if he
Tanyao
reaches now,
only.
Acti now has the 5 pin though, and if C reaches and Acti tosses it, you know, we could have. Oh, but nothing's going on. Nothing's going on here.
I believe that's Tenpai for Wakanne, but he doesn't make reach.
Yeah, like he could have gone for high take. Could imagine that. Oh,
It
but
was a
no, we
pretty
have the
poor
run.
weight though.
Yes,
And
it was.
C-13 deals into 2
Actually,
again.
it was an impossible weight because everybody else had the 5s.
C-13 this time starts off with a Dora pair. And
Doing pretty
Wakanne, on
good.
the other hand, has Hot's pair. He
could go for the second again. I guess Yakuman is on Wakanne's hand today. But there's your first Haku down, and soon seems unlikely. Baby, don't hurt me. Does he call? He doesn't call the Hatsu. For what reason though?
suppose maybe he's going for a reach so he can try to get Ura, Sumo, etc. get ahead.
Don't hurt me.
Yep.
No more.
I mean, he's pretty far behind now, and with that negative score in his first game, he needs all the points he needs. He needs all the points he can get.
Looking at two, I'm saying possibilities for as much as Suanko, man. He's looking pretty good. He's looking pretty good. You know what they say about the one song?
This far in the game, the other Easts are still in the wall, so C-13 still hasn't been able to complete his triplet.
2 is now in Tenpai for Chitoitsu.
And C-13 actually has one of his tiles, but it seems like he might keep it.
Yes. So good thing he wasn't waiting on the one so there.
Of course, the sun cell he needs to complete his hand is already out of the wall.
Yes.
Will Acti call Khan? He doesn't. And there's the first East.
I expected him to call the candle. He's not Tenpai, but well, he's playing cautiously, I guess. He's trying his best.
Let's see, I believe that's Tenpai for Acti, waiting on Suso.
Yeah, but no Yaku.
And C-13 deals in.
It happens. It's only Chitoitsu. Nothing special, I guess. But that gives two another dealer turn. And he's not looking too good though. The one looking good is Wakanne.
I wouldn't know about that. His hand seems quite limited right here. I suppose he... Oh, he can...
It's... Yes,
Yes, he's Ishan 10 for Chitoitsu right here.
he's Chitoi. And it's styles that nobody needs, for example, Zia. I mean, who's going to hold the Zia at this point, if not himself? And since one is already down, I doubt somebody that draws it is going to keep it. No, not a Haku, man. It's like, sometimes when you're waiting on Chitoitsu, you get tricked because you remember how you usually play, and you're like, well, I gotta discard my honors, but the best tiles to wait on while Chitoitsu, I do believe, are the honors. Then again, he could just like abandon the idea of Chitoi and go for Swanko, which he did not.
See, and what is Acti doing? I believe that's Tanyao. Still quite far from Tenpai though. Quite far. And Tu has another hand that's shaping up quite well.
Oh, that's Tudora now. Tanyao Tudora is pretty good. Especially if you're Acti and you're like second place. If you hit first place with that, you're going up ahead. Acti could come back. Acti could easily come back.
But
Acti could...
Tu has a rather good weight here with the
Yeah.
San Liao Zhou 1.
Acti right now is looking really good. He could get into the next round right now, since he didn't end up last place last time. But if he throws C-13 down there and he manages to get second or first, he's going through. He's going through. Oh.
And while I wasn't paying attention, Wakanne decided to
there
break
you go.
apart Chitoi. Now, I believe he's in Tenpai as well. Gets Sumo. Right after C-13 gets Temp. No, he's not in Tenpai, sorry. See, this time C-13 starts off with the closed Tots pair. And otherwise a pretty decent hand. He's...
Pretty good hand, yes.
Yes, he's Liangshan 10.
I would have got the wind first before the 9 shot, but that's just me. There we go. Oh man, he does have a pretty good hand. He's a Shantan.
Acti breaks apart the 2-4 pain group instead of the Zhou 1 for reasons beyond my understanding.
Beyond your understanding, indeed. Now, C is in Tenpai, waiting on the 3-man.
Two hits Empire as well, makes the reach.
Yeah. It's once in the wall, but nothing more. Just waiting on either or an 8 pin. 5 or 8 pin is good, but you could easily deal in now. Not your. You have to discard everything you draw. Which, if you're a 2, you don't want to do. You just want to play defense, man. You're like,
Wakanne is Ishan 10 now.
He is. But doesn't have that expensive a hand. What? 2 Dora, Yakuhai. He changes his weight. No, he. Yeah, he kinda does. I don't know what's going through his mind.
And he draws 2's winning tile and deals in.
Well, what can you do? When you're last
Not
place,
good.
almost last place like that, you have to risk it.
Yes.
You have to risk it all the time.
Fortunately for him, it's only a 1300 point hand now. Now it's his dealership.
It's his chance. But I see 2 anchors on fucking Acti right out of the fucking door. What is going on?
And C-13 has what could turn out to be Honitsu, with Dora
Not
3 on the east.
It could turn out to be Sun Anko and Swanko. Look at that hand. Look at that sexy hand. Oh my god, yes. I see Tenpai. Was it Tenpai? No, it was not. It's close though.
Yes, but now he has no Yaku if he decides to call the east.
And
Thinks long and hard and doesn't do it,
man.
it backfires.
He should have gone. He could have had like what, Sun Anko easily with that hand. Man, that sucks. And what is he? He's changing his mind. He's changing his mind. He's going for something else now. He's letting himself get taken by the flow, I guess. What else do we have? We have 2 with his hanchan.
See, Acti is an Ishan 10 as well.
Yeah, Acti with a very nice hand. Very nice indeed. If the last 7 pin was still playing, oh, there you have
C-13
it.
gets his Tenpai, and he
Gets his
doesn't
Tenpai.
reach. He's got no Yaku now.
He's got no Yaku, and maybe he felt it, but no Force Sozu are currently playing. Oh, there we
Acti
have
calls
it.
his reach, and he could get San Anko if he wins through Tsumo.
Yes, he could. And it would look really nice as well.
For some reason, C-13 discards the red Dora instead of the 8, which was a safe tile for Acti. How mysterious.
It's mind games, man. He's trying to play with everybody. Oh, what do you do there?
And C-13 deals into 2 again. Acti has a very good chance of moving on at this point.
Not only very good, almost guaranteed. He plays defense for 1 round, and bam, you're ahead. Because you finished 3rd last time and not 4th. Let's not forget that. I'm telling you, time to win the tournament, man. Acti to win. Acti for president.
See, C-13's hand is shaping up very well right now.
Yes, it is.
He could have called the south.
So he's getting there. He's getting there real fast. What is it gonna be? Is it gonna be? He has 1, 2, 3 Dora already. Possibility for Yakuhai. If he, oh my god.
Yes. But if he kept that pair of the bird right now, he would have been in Tenpai.
Yeah, but he can still get in there pretty fast. Just call or something, and then discard 1/6, man, and boom, you're Tenpai. And with Yaku high, which means you have a Yaku.
Acti breaks up 5-6 pin.
He's seeing pairs, man. That's what he's doing right now. He's like, I can see those pairs coming together. I can see my next draw of a 5 pin.
Is he? Oh, he's got most of an Itsu right now.
Yeah, he's really well into that.
Yes, he only
If
needs to
anything,
deal one at this point, but 3 of them are already in C13's hand.
yes, but you never know. C-13 is a weird person. Usually, when C-13 gets a can, he doesn't call it. He usually discards one of the tiles. So if he does the
Oh,
last, oh,
there's the
there's your
6.
6,
It goes
but
into
it's not being
Wakanne's
played.
hand,
Yes, unfortunately,
and that's Tenpai for C13.
and he calls it.
Waiting
Oh
on
Lord!
San Liu.
Oh my God!
Acti makes the reach as well. Waiting on San Liu 1,
What
Liu for
is
Itsu.
this?
And 2 deals in.
Run! He deals in. That's the way. This time it went the other way around, but that's a much heavier hand. And now Acti, still not looking good. Still looking good actually. If he hits Wakanne, not Wakanne, 2 at this point, he could come out first. Just imagine. But his starting hand is kind of shit. It's kind of shit. What can you do?
C13, after his decent performance in the first round, I believe he has a chance at making it through if he can bust out a 4th.
Yeah. But Acti right now is looking really strong. Acti right now, man. Even though his hand is not good, it's slowly coming together. He's slowly doing it. He's playing conventional mahjong this time around. He's looking to win.
That's
That's what he's doing.
disappointing. I was hoping for a more flashy style from him.
No, not when you're like this close to going to the next round, you know. Like, you're getting there. You're like really almost there. Why? Why should you? See, he's like getting all those Dora right now. Look, he already has 3 Dora.
I don't know about that. I mean, he's gotten this far playing his own style Yakuman Hunter, and now he's turning his back on it. I'm not. I'm just not sure what sort of repercussions this could have on his game.
Maybe we're have to witness something magnificent happen. Maybe we will. Also, a 3 saw at this point will be what gets him into a very good tenpai.
C13 has the opportunity to call a con, and he doesn't. He keeps it in his hand.
Now this is the situation where you have to call a con. Just have to do it
Perhaps he's biding
because
his
you
time.
need. Yeah, maybe you need the extra Dora, or maybe he waits until he gets
He thinks
Richie.
he thinks
He
he's
gets
Saki or
tenpai.
something. He's going for Rinchan.
Yeah, why not? That's what you should do. Maybe he's going to wait until he draws a 5 saw. There's a very good chance he will draw either a 3 or a 6 out of the wall.
And
It's
there
not
it is.
possible. Oh, you can do it. You can do
He
it.
does
Just
it!
call. Oh my god, it's there, Rinchan Kaihu. Oh lord, with Kandora for a bonus.
He
You
gets
do
a
it.
Mangan.
He gets a man gun, and the most important thing, he gets to the next round. Just from that. Does he know? I think he does. Calculated points and tell me. I
Alright.
think. Oh my goodness.
Alright, I'm on the ground with our players right now. What's the score?
C-13, I feel so happy for you, man. If I were there, I would just like hug you and say, "You did it, Saki-san."
Yes, I think C13 is positive while Acti is still negative.
Oh man, poor acting. It's okay, man.
He
It's
had a
okay.
chance too. But
It's okay.
that's what happens when you turn your back on your old playstyle.
Nah, it was just bad luck. Okay, it was unlucky.
I'm telling
It was
you,
very
like,
lucky.
I mean, he abandoned the guidance that got him this far. Waiting, waiting.
Aim for R500. Oh my god. Man, it's been too long. Those games should drag on. Okay, and the results are in. Our winners are Tu101 UK with plus 89 and C13 with -1. This has been Tsundora and my co-host. Nasurito.
Yes, that's your name. And thank you for watching.
Goodbye, lad.